All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom. I'm a full-time eBay reseller and a stay-at-home dad for my 6 children, and I've got 9 orders going out today for a total of $175 all in. Let's take a look at what's sold. 90s NASCAR cars. I picked these up for not very many dollars on a high bid auction. I may be $5 into these and a bunch of other cars. This lot was ones that didn't really specify as anything else. These kind of things were made in the 90s to be collectible, as were a lot of things, and a lot of that stuff that was made in the 90s to be collectible just never got there, never retained any value. These sold for $19, free shipping. This is an LED light for inside a refrigerator. It came from the store buyout where I bought somebody else's store. Everything was $1. I got like 9 of these and they sell for $17 a piece, and this is like the 4th or 5th one that I've sold. LED, oh, it's easy as it can be. Just putting that model number in and then selling similar on somebody else's listing. This hat got off of Whatnot, and I went and looked and was wondering why it hadn't sold, and it wasn't listed anymore, so that's why it wasn't selling. So I relisted it and it sold in about a week for $27.99 plus shipping. This is an original Nintendo, like the NES power cord, and if that Blockbuster sticker on it was in good shape, that might actually add some value, but it detracts when it's this bad. This sold for $16 free shipping. They normally sell for like $20, $21, but because this one's going to take a lot of work, I went ahead and marked it down some. Paid 25 cents a piece for these like wicker macrame, I don't know what that is, vintage woven rattan wicker straw colorful trivets hot pads boho. Paid 25 cents a piece for them about a week and a half ago, and they sold for $16 free shipping for the pair. Just bought this yesterday, paid $8.11 for the juicer as a whole, parted it out, and within an hour or two this sold for $20 free shipping. More of those same cars, the same $5 in on these kind of cars. Again, 90s things that were made to be collectible. These might be early 2000s, but 2003. So these are cool for somebody who likes Corvettes or has one of these cars. This is a cool thing to have, but it isn't collectible the way that like 50s toy cars were not made to be collectible. They were made to be toys. And so there's some nostalgia, but there's no nostalgia to these. There's no rarity to the condition because these were designed to be collectible. Nobody played with these as a kid because their dad decided that they were going to be worth so much money that they couldn't play with these toy cars. And so there's no nostalgia, and every one was kept mint in the package, so even the condition doesn't really make a lot of difference. Sold for $12.50 plus shipping. Target clearance retail arbitrage. Picked this up at Target for like $1.85, something on the clearance rack, and there were a handful of them, and they all sold except for that one so far, and it sold for $12.99 free shipping. I don't know that I would necessarily do that again, but it was a neat experiment. And I bought a whole bunch of buttons, vintage Batman buttons off of Harry Tornado, like hundreds of them in a box for like $35, and I'm selling them 2s and 3s at a time for $5 plus shipping. And that's what these went for, and I've still got a bunch. I've sold a bunch. I've definitely made my money back. 9 items, $175, and that's all I've got to ship today. So I'm just sitting here drinking my second cup of coffee for the morning, and
Weakling,
second cup, and it's noon. Anyway, this sold. Levi picked up the Bakugan's box yesterday for $3.18, sold for $30 free shipping. Did not make a lot of money today, other than the Bakugans we already talked about. Only 4 items to ship. This little doll is American Girl branded, but it's like articulated and it's a totally different scale, and they aren't worth much as it turns out. Hopscotch, I think, is the name on this, but it's American Girl, and obviously that's not the shorts, but those are an accessory for this one anyway when I started looking them up. Anyhow, Whatnot purchased, didn't pay much for it. Sold for $15 free shipping. Been listed a long time. So Fruit of the Loom Best tag, that's a good tag. This Pathfinder, I don't know what it is. It's just a cool mountainscape on an old single stitch t-shirt. Sold for $8 plus shipping, I think. These were part of a huge track of slot cars that I bought, but they're not powered slot cars. They're like, the cars have batteries, not the track has power that goes into the car. So it's a weird thing. It's called Motorific by Ideal. Not a great system, but these were, I paid $25. I made $100 selling the cars, and I've sold off some track parts, and these sold for $15. And then this is just a, I'll put it up. It's a oil can, like a 3-in-1, and it's mostly full, but I didn't want it to spill or get something dirty. I picked these up at Whatnot, or at a high bid auction, a bunch of them for not very many dollars, and that sold for, I think, $10 plus shipping. So the good thing about not having a lot of things to package is that I can get a lot listed today, hopefully. Hey, and would you look at that? Just as quick as I quit making a video and started shipping stuff, the Jenko shirt, somebody sent me a message, offered $50. I didn't reply. Then this morning they said, how about $60? And I said, oh, I was just about to counter at $60. I really was considering countering at $60, but it kind of wasn't on my radar to do right away. And anyway, I paid $5.44 for this like 3 days ago, sold for $60, and the buyer paid right away. So that adds to my total for the day, which makes it feel a lot less like a totally fruitless day. All right, it's Friday morning. I'm out by myself, and I found a garage sale. Let's see if we can find anything to buy. Baseball gloves. Good morning.
Good morning.
How much are your gloves?
I think they're worth $5.
Okay, this one, there was a $5 lay-in beside of it. I wasn't sure. And this, right?
They're both $5.
Yeah. Stitches. Okay. That is like a first baseman glove. Burger. New wall sconce. Set of 4. These are interior. Biscuit joiner. 8. That's gonna be worth picking up. Door 8. 6-2. SE 826. Family photos. That's the So I thought I had a bunch of cash in my wallet. I only had 6 $1 bills. So I asked if she'd take 6 for this, and she did. Well, there are 2 more garage sales right here, but as I just said, I'm out of cash. I got that charger is probably $60 almost a 200% sell-through rate, and mine is in nice shape with the box, and even the bad ones sell for $40 plus shipping. So that's a pretty good pickup. And if I had had the cash for the baseball gloves, I'm not sure they would have been a great pickup. I probably would have picked up the Regent first base one, but that much older of one, like if it was new, it'd be worth, you know, $40, $50. But one that's that old is not super desirable for somebody actively playing baseball, and not old enough to be collectible. So it's kind of not the best pickup. So only thing I got was the charger. There really wasn't much else to look at that wasn't, she had some old toys that was cool, but not at the prices that she was asking. She had them at collectible prices, not $1 a piece as just toys. And so I think I probably got the best thing there, and for a little bit less because I had the cash. But I have money on my ATM card, and we're gonna go to Goodwill and see if we can't find anything good there to add to the things that are getting listed today. Same old Goodwill as always. And we're looking strictly for bangers today because I don't need a lot, and I should be home working on listing the things that I already own, but you know, FOMO. And when I find stuff here, it's stuff that sells quick. The stuff that's in my death pile wasn't worth listing immediately. Look at that. Christmas in July. Is this GE Space Saver with the mount? No, and it's broken. Oh, that's for a... I'm looking at it upside down. That's a DVD player that hangs on the roof of your car. $11. Oh, jeez, that's full of stuff. I was just looking at it to buy the box. $11 is probably a really good deal if you need that thing. New stuff cards. Oh, those primary chucks are pretty cool. Probably very small. They're way cool though. Size 4. I got $9 on them. Pheasant poles. Fishing pole holder. How much is that? I might use it as a pole holder for things around the pool for $3. These used to be kind of big money once upon a time. $5. And it has a manual, Salad Master machine instructions. So I don't need a metal shelf, but I was looking at this and $25. I mean, I know they're reasonably expensive. Hardware store, and you'd probably almost rather buy one used because it's already assembled and they're a pain in the butt to assemble, but it still seems egregiously priced. And I mean, this place doesn't often like crazy overpriced stuff, but it does happen sometimes. Air hogs, those are just remote control cars, remote control to drones. Oh, both the drones are there. Nothing exciting in the bags. Yard toys, some vintage cabbie patches. I don't think they're very old. Monstar. Sometimes Pyramid can do good with made in the USA stuff. Oh, Vision by Holly, and those are nice looking. Heavy. These are not anything special. These, I think, I mean, they were at Big Lots for $2.99, but probably 25 years ago. I'm going to look into those. I'm going to look at these. And let's go ahead and make sure that these aren't fun to me. I don't think they are. No, they're just generic stuff. Let's grab. These are plastic, so they're not like Shiny Brits or something. So like a lot of them, you'll look here and see that this is a Radco, which I mean, if they were all Radco and a set or something, that might be cool. These, I can't read it right this second, just made in Austria. And then it says mom, which doesn't necessarily appeal to everybody. Not that everybody wants a mom one on their tree. And then this one has a plastic head. But it's pretty cool, like hippie looking love thing. I think I'm gonna skip this. Christmas is all I want Christmas is a MasterCard. So the Christmas ornaments thing, like everybody preaches sell-through rate. I think it's the most important metric. You should be paying a lot of attention to sell-through rate, but also, like, what do you think the sell-through rate is on Christmas stuff right now? So you got to do it with some thought about. Like, you can't just say, oh, those aren't worth buying because nobody's bought any in the last 90 days. Well, it hasn't been Christmas for more than that. So it's just thinking critically about sell-through rate. These can do really well. For $3.10 with the base, I'm going to look up the base and make sure that this is a set worth messing with. So sell-through rate is incredible on these, but at $3.10, I think this is probably $40 worth of listing if I wanted to hold it forever. But if I list it for $25 plus shipping, I bet it'll sell pretty quick. So I don't need to make all the money all the time. I can make some of the money all the time and pass it on to somebody else. Here comes a new cart with a remote control Wally on the bottom.
I think so. You've got to come earlier. I know.
So there's two models of this. This is the Mattel one, which is the lesser of the two. And then there's a Thinkway one, which has a lot more buttons and stuff. 2020 even. And this is probably a $20-ish figure with fairly low sell-through. But the Thinkway one with all the stuff is like $100. So this is kind of a strange thing. Johnny Mathis, Columbia Special Archives series, sealed. But Johnny Mathis isn't super popular. But there's like 68 of this record, and they're like between $5 and $10. There's only one listed sealed, and it's 21, which I think is a completely reasonable price to expect. But there's only like 3 sold pre-owned, and there's 60 something. So the demand is so low that I don't know if I will buy this for $1 and sell it for 15. If it's worth sitting on for 6 months, or if I should just leave it. But you don't find vintage sealed vinyl very often. And this is not like Walmart reissue new. I don't know, I'll probably skip it. Here's another solid maybe, $1.84, which is super cheap. And then these books, there's 5 of them. There's supposed to be 6 in this slipcover, but even for $2, like, I guess I'll scan it and see what they sell for and figure if it's worth buying it half of what all 6 of them would sell for, then I'll buy it. But like if they were all there, it'd be a no-brainer, but they'd have probably put $6 on it. And for what it's worth, I did check and make sure there weren't any books this scale on the shelf. So the books weren't even worth getting if they were all there. Less than 25% sell-through rate, and then no like $5, $6, $8. So hard pass on those. I thought they'd be worth getting. So because our store does a $10 credit for every $100 you spend, I ended up at $15.69, and that includes the pole holders and the baby gates. Ruby's really getting mobile. But the Salad Master, God only knows. I'll put up some comps. This is probably 20 and 25, so this is probably 45, and I bet this would get us close to $100. And we got the stuff for the house too. Fun times. Oh yeah, and we got that battery charger from the yard sale. I'm gonna go get some cash out and hit those other garage sales on the way back home. Okay, so we had 2 more sales on the way, like they were right next to the one we stopped at first, but since I spent all my money, I didn't stop. This one doesn't look interesting, and the other one is a like annual thing, so I know they don't have a lot, but we'll see what we can find.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm editing the video, and I realized that I didn't get any footage of the yard sale, the first of the last 2 yard sales. So let's go look at what we got. So what did I get at the 1 yard sale where I spent $12 and failed to actually get a recording of anything? I got this box of crap. $5 I paid for cloth teak posable dreams Santa Clauses. I've done well in these. This one's probably $35, $40. I've spent as high as $15 on these, and they're always like mint condition because they're quick and easy. Like people don't actually display them much. And so Santa Claus, I spent $5, probably worth $35. This whole box of whatever's in here was $3, I think she said. And there's like these older golf balls that do well, especially in lots. There's these Spalding's flying lady. And there's at least one more box of those. This will probably get donated. These gift things are not worth anything. I used to pick them up. I'll comp this, but I suspect it'll get donated. Top Fly Pure Distance. I don't know about these. I didn't even take this part. So yeah, there's 4 of the 6 boxes unused, so I'll probably sell these without the tray in the outside box. There's your other Flying Lady box, and maybe one more ball. Nope, that one's not the same, because those are cursive and this one is print. And just a bunch of random shags, and I'll make sure there's not anything really cool in here. Owens Corning. I don't know what this is. Overhead garage door opener. Code Dodger. And some other random golf balls that are probably not worth much. But for $3, that box is fantastic. And then there was a bag. Said, how much is a whole pile of screwdrivers? And she said, how's $3? And a big 2-inch Irwin chisel like this is probably worth a little bit. And then the rest of these I may just keep, because you can never have too many old screwdrivers sitting around. I definitely like the ratchety ones. Like this one has the ratchet action. So yeah, that's what I got at that one. So this is one I've hit before, and I actually made a video before, and we didn't find a lot, but we'll look real quick and see. I mean, if you need that rope, $20 is probably a real good price for it. East Pack, made in the USA, $2. $100. That table's pretty cool. Home Crest antique. Hats, probably nothing good. All blacks. Oh, all black hockey sticks, not rugby. Low Rocky traditional cotton. So I think this is where we end the video. Got the East Pack for $2. Leather bottoms, JanSport and East Pack would do well, especially when school starts, I think. But for $2, it's probably 20 or 25. And black, you know, kind of universal. If it was a color, it might take a little bit longer to sell. But I think we did pretty well. I spent 6 and 15 at Goodwill, 12. So that would be 18 and 15, 33, and 2, $35. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, following, clicking the bell, all the things that you guys do. We'll see you on the next one.